In order to create fire, we need three things. It's called the fire triangle. We need fuel, we need heat, we need oxygen. All of that combined creates a fire. But here's the thing. In order to get it started, we need tinder. Find dry pine needles that haven't been laying on the ground for a few days and gotten all wet. Twist them up. And that can be your fire starter. Let's, for example, use one of these wind and waterproof matches. You could also just shave wood, particularly if you can find fat wood, which is wood where the sap has congregated at the base of an old tree that's fallen down. But all of these natural forms of tinder require you to go out and find them. And if it's pouring rain, it becomes much harder. And if it's snowing out, it becomes harder. So my solution is carry a fire starter kit that includes tinder and that doesn't force you to go out and find the most difficult pieces, which is the tinder. The rest of a fire, small twigs, larger twigs, small branches, logs, those are relatively easy to find in most circumstances. But tinder is often the harder part. So I'm going to show you my favorite fire starter. It's got tinders and it's got a little sparking wheel. It makes sparks. So we take our tinder, we spread it out a little. Make it easy for it to catch a spark. Okay? We set it down. Boom. Fire! It's that simple for carrying something that weighs about 1.5 ounces. Okay, so now we're going to talk about actually making the fire with the tinder that we've talked about. We have a platform here that we've assembled from some flat rocks. Could be a layer of logs that you have found. Something to get the fire off the ground. Worst comes to worst, you can build a fire on the ground, but if the ground is moist, it's just going to make it harder because the moisture is going to come up out of the ground. So we lay a log down, okay? So if the wind is coming from here, then we do that. The wind is coming from over here, we do it here. Very simple. We take our tinder. We are going to lay our tinder right there. Then we are going to take some small branches, maybe a few pine needles that we've gathered. And by small, I mean small, very small, half the size of a pencil or smaller. We are going to lay these here. So the oxygen can always get to the tinder and the fire. And we're going to apply the heat. And the nice thing about this is it's not going to collapse on you like some other fire lays do. And then once it's going, we start putting little larger pieces on. And it is really that simple. Don't need to make it all complicated like some folks do. The way we do that is called batoning. And it's really simple. You take the bigger log that you've sawed off with the saw that you are carrying, and you do Ta-da! When I ask folks to go out in the wood and find firewood, they bring back about 1/3 of what they need because they've never done this before. They don't understand how much wood it really takes you to do a fire like this. So when you go out, gather what you think you need and then go back and get 3 times that, because that's what you'll end up needing. You want it stacked close to you, ideally stacked off the ground so it doesn't absorb moisture from the ground. That will get your fire going. It takes patience, don't just run into it. Get everything laid out, get yourself ready, then make the fire.